All right, joining us here on India Today is Amish Tripathi. You all know him, of course, as an author also of the Ram Chandra series. I'm sure has lots to say about this very, very big civilizational moment for India. Ricky Kej, Indian composer, Grammy Award winner, is also with us. We'll also be joined shortly by the singer of that song, Malini Awasthi. Good evening to both of you. Thank you very much for joining us here on India Today. Amish, I know this is your brainchild, this song, and of course it teases an upcoming documentary on Ram Janmabhoomi. So can you tell us first all about the thought behind this documentary and this song, which you brought some of the best talent of the country, even the world, together?
No, I mean, much of the credit should actually go to my friend Ricky out here. So, but look, the idea for the documentary, essentially, Dilip Piramal ji and I'm sorry if the camera is shaking a bit. I'm actually in the car.
No problem.
In the wonderful Mumbai traffic. So Dilip Piramal bhai and I, we thought of making this documentary which tells a story of the temple itself, the Ram Janmabhoomi temple, from the birth of Lord Ram till now. And that was the idea for the documentary. The documentary has been shot. We're going to be releasing it very soon. And an idea for it, it's not normally done for a documentary, but we thought, why not make a song for it? It's normally done for a movie. And we didn't think we'd be able to put it together. But then I called up my friend Ricky, and I thought I'll ask him because I thought, he's too big for the documentary. Okay, he's Ricky Kej. And he's a 3-time Grammy Award winner, and he's a friend. So I thought I'll call him if he knows someone who could maybe, compose a song for us. And he immediately, without a moment's he immediately just said, no, I'm going to do it. Don't you dare go to anyone else. And it's Ricky's magic, man. I mean, it's just, what a wonderful composition. And then, of course, Malini ji, Sonu ji, they came on board to sing it. So kind of them. They're both fantastic singers. Sonu ji, of course, a legend in Bollywood. Malini ji, a legend in folk music circles. And we just launched the music yesterday with Ricky Kej's magic. It's already crossed some 2.5 million views, man, in a day. Yeah. And not bad, considering it's not a Bollywood song.
It's got all the Bollywood elements. It's got all the big names. Ricky, is that why you came on board? Is it because of, a song about Lord Ram you couldn't really resist? Was it a favor for your friend Amish? Interestingly, when I was looking up this entire song and, all about it, Ricky, I came across the fact that your name is actually Ram Kej. So I think you were perfect for this song.
Exactly, actually. And of course, I'm not Bollywood, so that is why, so it's amazing that the song has reached out to so many people. And as Amish said that when he told me about this documentary and when he told me about this thought that he had of creating the song, I immediately came on board. There was no second thought in my mind for two reasons. One reason being my father, because my father, he's 81 years old. And he, for the last few decades, he's been constantly saying that, that he does not believe that the Ram temple will be built during his lifetime. And, and he was always very sad about that, he'll not live long enough to actually see the inauguration of the Ram temple. And when the date was announced, he was absolutely overjoyed, that he's going to actually get to watch it on television. And of course, my birth name is Ram. Later on, of course, my name got changed because my parents changed their mind about my name because at that time I was in America and they felt that I should have a Western name or whatever. But nevertheless, my birth certificate still says that my name is Ram, and that is when I decided that when I created the song, that's when I decided that I'm going to go back to that particular name and I'm going to, because it's on my birth certificate, and I'm going to let people know that my actual name is Ram Kej.
Amazing. That's amazing. So, your father is a Ram Bhakt, you're a Ram Bhakt. Did you feel a lot of pressure, Ricky, going into this project because of that?
Yeah, there was some amount of pressure, but I've always felt that music needs to be an expression of my own sensibilities and my own philosophies and thoughts. So that's what I did with this song. This song was just me communicating the joy that I have for this moment and this moment in history of the homecoming of Lord Ram. So for me, it was just communicating that joy through the beautiful language of music.
Amish, talking about the documentary again, it's a subject that's so close to so many people's hearts. And the song, of course, timed to the Mandir Pran Pratishta has meant that everyone's humming the tune of the song as well. But where did that idea really grow in your head that, look, someone needs to document what's happened in Ayodhya. Someone needs to document this entire Ram movement that we've seen in the country.
You know, Akshita, the thing is, this is actually one of the biggest moments, not just in our history as a republic, but in our history as a civilization over the last millennia, I would argue. And the thing is that many people have spoken of the story of this movement, but in parts. You know, some would only speak of the post-independence struggle. Some would speak of the historical thing that happened in 1528. Some would speak of some of the historical movements to revive the temple a few centuries ago. But there is no one place where, in a concise manner, you get the story of the entire history of the temple from the beginning till now, where you get a holistic perspective, right, of it. That's what this documentary is, from the birth of Lord Ram till now. And in a 75-minute documentary, it tells you the entire story. Secondly, the kind of people who are associated with it. This is a very uniting documentary. You know, one of the things that a guy working on the documentary told us, look, in this documentary, there is no left wing or right wing. There is only Ram wing. And we are essentially approaching it all as, this is anyone who's an Indian, anyone who has the soil of Mother India in their genes. Is one of Lord Ram's people. And this documentary essentially tells the story of the temple, which I think all of us should know. This is a seminal moment, not just for our republic, but for our civilization. We need to know the entire story.
So true. And hopefully, you know, people will learn about their history. We're all witness to what's happening right now. But I think there are many in the country who still don't know what kind of a struggle it's taken to reach this moment. So documentaries, films, I think, do the best job of really putting out the story out there for everyone to know, and the younger generation as well. Ricky, we're still waiting for Sonuji and Malini to join us. But could I bother you to maybe sing your favorite Ram bhajan, or even sing this particular song of Ram Ke Hriday Mein for us?
Actually, I do not sing. And,
I know, of course, I know. But sportingly, if you could do it for us.
No, not really, because if I start singing, then whatever few fans I have, they'll probably run away. But nevertheless, I would. I'll speak about Sonuji and about Malini ji, because you know, when we created this particular melody, you know, Amish and me thought that you know, these are the two singers that we need to approach. And Malini ji, it was just serendipitous because, you know, a few years ago, I had actually messaged Malini ji on social media, and I told her that I would really like to work with her when I was introduced to her music, and I absolutely fell in love with her voice. And then later on, what happened was that I was interviewed by Malini ji's daughter for a podcast. And that was when I decided that I really need to work with Malini ji, and this was my opportunity to work with her. And with Sonu ji, I've been a lifelong fan of his, and the first time I got to work with him was in 2008, and after that, I've not worked with him since 2008 till now. And you know, and I got to work with him again, even though we've been following each other's work, and I've been constantly you know, in touch with everything that he does. So it's been amazing to collaborate with these two amazing artists for this such an important song for me.
So true. And you know, the vocals have made such a difference. Yeah, sure.
I think what this song really brings together is in many ways what India stands for. You know, Ricky has made a wonderful tune which fine-tunes the best of you know, the traditional Indian way and modern you know, it really is syncretic in a way, you know, modern beats, modern instrumentation, and with a lovely traditional backing to it as well. The lyrics, I thought, were wonderfully written by Geet Sagar. And truly, you know, some of the lines are so beautiful in there. You know, Hum ki Vijay ko aur main haare. You know, it's a very uniting song. And of course, the magical voices of Sonuji and Malini ji, they just took it to a whole new level. Which is why I love it so much. It truly represents India, brings together so many different styles into one song.
I'll be honest that for the last many days I've been humming the tune of Ram Aayenge non-stop in my head, and now it's being replaced with Ram Ke Hriday Mein as we. So it's beautiful, really. I think everyone's getting into the mood because of these songs. It's helping a great deal. Amish, I don't know if you've caught all the updates that have been coming in, but we've also got those pictures now of the Ram Lalla idol, and I wanted to know what you thought of the idol, the pictures that have come in of it, you know, carved out of black stone, which you see a lot in the South Indian temples. It's looking absolutely wonderful. Whatever we've caught so far of the Ram Mandir, what do you think?
Oh, it is stunning. And the sculptor, Yogiraj, is of course sculpted, many other great sculptures. But this, this is a work for which he'll go down in history. And in the traditional, in the ancient versions of the Ramayana, in the Valmiki Ramayana, Lord Ram has been described as dark-skinned. So this is in line with what the tradition descriptions were. And this, of course, Ram Lalla's as a full the murti for us, and the lovely symbology on it. One sees Lord Shiva on one side, and from the pictures I couldn't make out too clearly, but I think there's Hanumanji also out there. So and as the traditions should be. So it's he's followed most of the traditional ways, Yogiraj, and I think he's done a wonderful job. Awesome.
So true. You're right. There's Hanumanji on one side, there's Garud on the other, the Dasavataram of Vishnu across the entire area there, and then there are symbols all across the arch, all of it hugely, hugely symbolic. And I think what they've done is essentially ensured that there's every point of the epic mentioned in that idol. So sticking true to our tradition, to the significance of Ram Mandir. There's one question, however, Amish, about the Ram Lalla idol. Do you think this is the perfect Ram Lalla idol of a 5-year-old Ram? He's got the bow and arrow with him. There are some who are saying that maybe the Ram Lalla looked a little different. What do you think?
I like most devotees would have our own imagination. But I think Yogiraj ji has done one of those rare things. It's even beyond my imagination. It's so beautiful. I utterly love it. I love it absolutely.
Okay, so you're saying that it's absolutely perfect. Ricky, I know you're not an expert on the topic, but I think as a Ram Bhakt, everyone has to say on this. So what do you think really of how the Ram Mandir looks, of this moment that we're going to be seeing on January 22nd?
I think it's absolutely stunning. I feel that's just one look at it and it's absolutely stunning, because for me, I've always looked upon myself as being an overall citizen of India, because my dad is from Rajasthan, my mom is from Punjab, and I consider myself to be from Karnataka because I've been here for most of my life, and I believe that this idol represents all of us, So it's absolutely beautiful.
Are you going to be there on January 22nd, Ricky, for the event?
In spirit for sure, but I'll be watching it very, very intently on television, probably on your channel.
I hope so, I'm sure. And we look forward to having you with us also on January 22nd for your view on, what you think of that moment. What about you, Amish? Are you going to be here? Are you going to be there in Ayodhya for the event?
Yes, I will be there on the 22nd, but I think, and I mean this genuinely, for most of us who are ardent devotees, we will probably come back post the 26th. I'm going to be coming back with my family. My mother really wants to go there. So we will come back as devotees. And I think, and 22nd, of course, it will be really special. But when we can come back as devotees without the security and, all that, which will perforce be there on the 22nd, I think that may end up being equally, if not far more special. And I know the look on my mother's face when I'll take her, because she's looking forward to this so much. You can't imagine her generation. Yeah. They never thought they would see this day. So she's so excited, and she's 80 plus, okay, and we'll have to take her on a wheelchair, but she's like, I have to go, no matter what. So we are really looking forward to it post the 26th.
I think that explains really the devotion that people feel really towards Lord Ram and to, of course, this mandir. Thanks very much, Amish. Thanks, Ricky, for joining us. We're looking forward to having you with us on January 22nd as well, when the Pran Pratishtha ceremony happens. But congratulations on the amazing, amazing response you've received for your song. And, of course, we're looking forward to the documentary as well on Ram Janmabhoomi, on Lord Ram. Thank you very much, Amish, as well as Ricky, for taking the time out and joining us here on India Today.